So, notice anything?
What the? You're gonna make me cry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Don't cry. So my dad went on vacation and left me the keys to his office while we're down here visiting near where he lives. However, I decided that I'm gonna take this opportunity to upgrade his piece of crap editing computer, which I turned on 5 minutes ago and is just now starting to boot. This is a lovely thing that he actually uses professionally. He does real estate videography and photography. He also runs an entertainment company that produces short films, and this is the piece of crap that he uses to make his videos. And I, as his son, as a man who has a tech YouTube channel, could not stand by any longer while he was editing on such a horrible machine. He's only gone for 3 days. He has no idea if I'm doing this, and hopefully he's not mad that I broke into his office to do this, but he gave me a key, so this is what he wanted, right? I cannot believe this man uses this computer for editing. Number one, look at all this flippin' dust. This is absolutely disgusting for a computer. But then let's also just take a look inside, and this is the most pre-built, unclean piece of crap that I've seen. I can't believe that I'm his son and that I've let him do this. A terrible, crappy stock cooler, a really, really bad OEM graphics card that is dusty as all hell, and then hard drives, boot hard drives. This man is editing professional videos on a GTX 970, an i5 6400, and then a boot disk. Do you see this? The only thing I did was turn on Windows, and it is pegged to 100% the entire damn time. I feel ashamed that I let this go on for so long. But the worst part is, it's clear he spent money on the rest of his setup. He's got a triple monitor solution, some really, really high-end monitors, as well as a Scarlett 2i2 right down there. My dad's put money into a system, just not the computer, and he deals with that on a daily basis. My dad's made short films and decided not to upgrade. Why? I have to do this for him. I'm surprised he hasn't had a short from all of the damn dust in here. Oh my gosh. That's nasty. So there's two reasons why building this PC for my dad is important to me. Number one is because the first custom gaming PC I ever built was for my best friend back in high school, and my dad had just purchased a brand new wood table that we decided would be the perfect building platform for this gaming computer. And because we were not careful, dumb teenagers, we scratched the hell out of my dad's wooden table that he had just bought. And I never paid him back for it, and I never fixed it because, again, I was a dumb teenager. So Dad, here's me paying you back for that table. But then the second is that I wouldn't have a tech YouTube channel without one key decision he decided to make for me back in Christmas of 2007. He told me that I had two options for my Christmas gift. He could get me a PlayStation 3 since that was recently launched and that I could have that. Or he could get me a computer. And he heavily advised that I should get the PC because it can play video games and do so much more. Thankfully, my dad understood the importance of PC superiority to consoles and nudged me towards the correct decision, which then set it off the cascade of dominoes that led me to being a tech YouTuber. And because I grew as a tech YouTuber when I was living in South Africa away from him, I couldn't really share any of that with him. But now that we're back in the States and we're near him because we're on a trip for my son's therapy, it's time for me to actually give back to him. I really hope we're even for the table, Dad. And all of this was made possible by today's video sponsor, Honey. Honey is the free browser extension that scours the internet for you to find the best promotional codes and automatically test them when you're checking out. Honey is basically your online shopping best friend. Here's how it works. You get Honey on your computer for free in 2 easy clicks. Then when you're checking out on one of its 30,000 supported sites, Honey pops up and all you have to do is click Apply Coupons. You wait a few seconds as Honey searches for coupons on that site, and if Honey finds a working code, you'll watch the price drop. And I've mentioned before that my dad actually used Honey to save hundreds of dollars on pictures that he actually got printed in this very office here. And he's part of the UFD Tech family who saved over $54,000 in savings. Honey supports all kinds of retailers from tech and gaming sites to clothing brands to even food delivery, as well as even picture places. It's simple. If you have a computer, Honey should be on it. It works with whatever browser you choose, and if you go to joinhoney.com/UFD Tech, you can get it installed for free. Again, that's joinhoney.com/UFDtech. Thanks again for them sponsoring this entire video. Which thankfully I had our friends over at MSI as well as Pallet help us out with this build. Once I told them that this was for my dad, they sent over a ton of parts so that we could get this build done. And every single piece of his component is getting an upgrade. Instead of being on a 4-core Intel 6400, we have the i9-10850K for him. Instead of having a GTX 970, we've got the RTX 3060 Ti from Pallet, which should make it so that all of his NVENC encoding is where it needs to be. And instead of being on that horrifically slow boot hard drive, our friends over at Stevenson sent us this 2TB NVMe 4.0 drive. Now, he won't get the full speeds of this drive because he's only on 10th gen Intel and the PCI Express 4.0 isn't unlocked until 11th gen Intel, but that's not out yet, so I could only do with what MSI sent me, which is their Z590 Gaming Carbon Wi-Fi for the motherboard. It's good enough for that 10-core CPU. We have the 2TB NVMe drive, and it's gonna host everything else that we need. They also sent over their A750GF power supply to power the CPU and the GPU, as well as their Core Liquid 360R, which is gonna cool down that 10850K, all inside the beautiful, beautiful Gungnir 100 case, as opposed to that OEM Asus pre-built crap that he's got going on. Every single thing is getting an upgrade. My dad did have 32 gigs of storage, which is the amount that I'm giving him. But number one, this is gonna look better because this is the Dominator Platinums from Corsair. But number two, it's also faster, runs at 3200 megahertz, whereas his is at 2133. So 100% upgrade for my dad. He has no idea that we're doing this. I snuck into his office. It's gonna be a huge reveal when he finally gets here. And hopefully he's happy that I got him a $2,000 plus editing PC and not that I broke into his house. So let's get to building this. Oh crap. My dad's calling me. Hello?
Hey,
Hey.
The motion detectors in my office just went off. Would you do me a favor and can you go check it out?
Yeah, sure. I can head over there and find out what's going on.
All right.
Do you have cameras in your office or is it just motion detectors?
Just the motion detectors.
Okay. Yeah, I'll head over and I'll give you a call back when I find out what's going on.
All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yep. Love you.
Bye. Love
Bye.
you.
Okay, he has no idea. Only motion detectors. We're good. He's not catching me in the act. Okay, the PC is completely assembled. We had a little bit of a close call with my dad calling me because of the motion sensors, but thankfully he doesn't have cameras in this part of his office, so we weren't caught out yet. This thing is tremendously faster than his other piece of crap. I was considering like trying to hide this one with this one so that when he comes home tomorrow, he might not notice initially, but I mean, the PC just looks so much different than this original piece of crap that he had right there. So just to show you how fast this is at booting compared to the previous one, we're already into Windows. Everything is completely going. We're not stuck at 100% disk utilization because we have that NVMe 4.0 drive in there, the Stevenson Rocket 4.0 Plus Big thanks to Sabrent for sending that over. We got ultimate speed there. The RAM works, everything works. Lights are on. It's a nice understated setup. Like it's black when everything's off and you can't really tell that there's anything in there when the PC's off, which I think my dad will really like. Like there's nothing that stands out. It kind of blends into this gray aesthetic that he's got going into the wall. Everything looks really good. I'll save the peel for him tomorrow. And now it's just time for us to wait and for me to surprise him with his brand new editing PC.
The next day.
So, notice anything?
What the?
I got you a new computer!
Why?
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Because your old one really is terrible, and I can't believe you've been making videos on it. It is so bad.
Well, dude, you do what you've got to, you know?
I know.
I've got 3 kids in college.
I hear you.
Aside, you know, got you through, but...
I understand, but because I have the
now
YouTube
I
channel.
feel awkward.
Don't worry about it. MSI sponsored the entire build. I have a sponsor for the video. It's yours. It is much faster than your old piece of crap.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah.
So you're gonna make me cry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Don't cry. So just to show you how much faster this is, you know how long this took to boot up, right?
Yeah, I never turned it off because of that.
We're already in Windows. It's already
Nice.
fully loaded. So I can explain the specs to you later, but this is my way of paying back for the table that Vishan and I marked up when we built his first
Oh,
PC.
you've got to be kidding me.
I never fixed it and I never paid you for
Yeah.
it. So, and then also, I mean, I wouldn't have the channel if you didn't one Christmas make me decide between a gaming PC and the PlayStation 3. And I chose the PC, and that allowed me to enter into PC tech, and now I have the channel. So this is my easy way of giving back to you, especially since I built this channel when we were in South Africa and we were away from you. I wasn't able to ever give back, and so now you have.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I really do. That's awesome.
Yeah, you invested in me.
It's huge though. It's just...
Well, you can move it wherever you need to, but also you can turn off the lights if you want to, but I like the fact that when it's off, it's just like all black. You can't see into it or anything like that. It's just,
Right.
it's unassuming in the corner. But now it's yours, and this is my way of paying you back for investing in me as a stupid teenager.
Oh, stop.
And now I can,
We were all stupid teenagers at one point.
yeah, but I can give back to your business because you basically created mine. So
Well, thank you.
thank you. Anyways, again, big thanks to MSI Palette for sending over this parts, Sabrent as well for the SSD, and big thanks to Honey for sponsoring this video so that I could actually buy the processor that was needed to go into this PC. And yeah, I hope you enjoy it, and it actually helps with your media production and getting your short films done. Do you have anything you want the audience to know about your short films?
Well, the short films are on Angry Elf Entertainment and .com, which you can check out. Well, I also do real estate videos and photography, and that's 4dproductions.com or 4dproduction.com.
We'll have all of that linked in the video description. If you want to watch another video like this where I actually ended up buying a guy's PC and then giving it back to him, you can check out this video right over there. And in case you want to watch another video where I help somebody out, you can check it out right there. With that being said, I'm Brett with UFD Tech. We'll see you in the next video. Cheers.